Hi, this is Linda with Craft on Cue, and I have a project share as well as the first challenge that we're going to have over at the Crafts, Cards, and Stamping group at hiskingdomcome.com. And the first challenge actually, is going to be to make a card or note card, a greeting card type of thing, or a note card based on the Take Me Deeper devotional scripture verse for week 1, which is Romans 12 verses 1 through 2. And for the card, I gave it a lot of thought how I wanted to make a greeting card from a scripture verse. And what I decided to do was use my silhouette, and I used my pen holder, and along with this old Creative Memories fine tip marker, but it matched the cardstock, this maroon cardstock, perfectly. And I was really surprised that it worked as well as it did. But I used that. I typed out the verse, then printed it, and then before I took that out, I had also created a mat using one of the silhouette images from the online store, and sized that, cut it out, and adhered it to the inside of the card. Oh, I'm sorry, before I did that, I did use my sponge and this rose red dye ink to go around the edge to just give it a little more substance. And what I want to do, and I have not done yet, is to make another mat just exactly like this, but in just plain, just blank, so I can put a verse or a sentiment on here should I want to send this out. And this is just like a vanilla type of a cardstock on the inside. And on the outside, the inspiration for all the elements came directly from the verse. First thing, I did some study on the word transformation, transform, which is the theme of Romans 12, verses 1 to 2. And I discovered that in mathematics, transform is used there. So I had this math paper that I bought several years ago to make a journal for our son-in-law, and this is what's left over. And I decided to cut out the butterflies and also these two mats using that paper. The sentiment, Unlock Your Heart, was also done on the silhouette in the same fashion that I did the inside. And cut those out on the silhouette, and all the edges are inked with that same ink. And then what I did was on the black cardstock, and the significance of using black on this card is before we're transformed, we're in the dark. And so that's why I used that. And then I cut out the lock and the key from this Stamps of Life die set, and the heart, and then here's the lock, and it goes like that, and then the keys here. And what I did to cut out this heart locket is I've cut it out twice, once just on the maroon cardstock, and then again just the top portion out of a matte silver cardstock, and cut off this part on the maroon, and then adhered the I don't know what that part of the locket's called, but anyway, I offset it just a bit, cut it off so that it would show that the lock is open. We've opened our heart. And this was just so appropriate because I had just gotten this, and it's a lock with a heart. And then for the key, which is right here, And it's just a shiny cardstock that I had, and I chose the center one, no particular reason. And the butterflies are, I think I mentioned, from the Silhouette online store as well. And this paper that I used is a thinner paper, so when I pulled it off of the mat, the adhesive mat, some of the antennas stayed intact, but like this one, both the antennas ripped off, and on this one, half of one ripped off. So my first inclination was to recut the butterflies, and I got a strong thought in my mind not to do that, because that signifies that as humans we are imperfect. We are never perfect. I decided to leave that as such because I felt like that was an inspiration from God trying to show me that particular thought. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, before I adhered all this down on the black cardstock, I used some of my favorite Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the gold. And why I used that, I mean, it looks really nice, but I wanted to use it because that signifies God's light. And you can see the butterflies in the light, and I just thought that was something of significance. So that is how I interpreted the scripture verse, Romans 12, 1 through 2, for this particular project. And I invite you to join in and join the crafts, cards, and stamping group. It's all free. And post, first make your cards, card or cards, and then feel free to post pictures of them on the site. And let's try to do that by the end of the month, because there'll be a swap coming up this month, and then new things in February. So that will certainly, if you do it afterwards, that is great. That's just kind of a guideline and a thought on that. So I think that's it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, and I'll do my best to answer those. And I hope to see you over there and see all of your cards that you create. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and God bless.